guys, remember also today is quiz day, but you'll get that link towards the end of the lesson to go and have a look at. Alrighty. Before we get started, if there's anyone new, welcome, welcome. We're hoping that you've joined us now. We're very glad to have you with us. We're doing some geometry. So guys, let's get started. So what we chatted about on Monday, just makes it bigger, is angles in a triangle. And we spoke about the fact that we know that in any triangle, any triangle that you work with, if you take the three angles inside it, so the interior angles, and you add them together, you should get, or you will get, 180 degrees. So that was the very first reason that we had a look at on Monday. So hopefully nothing new. And we spoke about the fact that the reason we use there is sum of angles in a triangle. So what we're going to do now for the first little bit is just recap that, make sure that we are all happy with this reason, that we know how to use it before we move on to our next one today. So I'm going to do the first one with you just to make sure everyone's happy, and then I'll give you one to try by yourselves. If we have a look at our very first example here, oh, and guys, what I didn't say before we started is remember that's very bad English. I'm going to try again. Please know how to take screenshots on your device, just because obviously with geometry, we've got diagrams and you don't want to spend time trying to get the diagrams down and they're not actually getting a chance to answer the question. So make sure you know how to screenshot so that you can refer back to any diagrams or the answers once I've done them. Alrighty, so let's have a look at this first one here, like I was saying. Now, I've just said to you that any triangle that you work with, when you add up the three angles inside the triangle, you should get 180 degrees. So guys, like I said, I'm going to do this one with you, and then I'm going to give you one to try by yourselves. So we know that we can set up an equation that says x plus 75 plus 55 is equal to 180. Now remember, in geometry, we can't just stop there. We always have to give a reason for our statement that we've made. And so this we know is sum of angles in triangle. We've spoken about the fact that some of your reasons might look, some of your reasons might look a little bit different. It depends on what your teacher has sort of spoken about in class. But at the end of the day, as long as the reason is sort of getting across the fact that angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees, that's absolutely fine. So if your reason looks a little bit different to mine, interior angles of a triangle, for example, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so we're solving for x, which means I need to use those inverse operations we know from equations. And I need to say x is equal to 180 minus 75 minus 55. And I see some beautiful answers coming in there on the chat. Well done, everyone. We know that x is equal to 50 degrees. And so I've gone and found the value of this angle in my triangle. And guys, remember, you can always go check yourself. If you go and put 50 back in place of x, and you now go add 50, 75, and 55, we know we should get 180 degrees. And when I do add them all up, I get 180. So I know that I've done this correctly. Right, well done, guys. That's awesome. So take your screenshots. If you haven't got all of that down, I'm going to give you one to try by yourselves now.
It's time to shine, my peeps. Screenshots. Remember, take a screenshot. It's your time now. And any questions, you are allowed to raise your hand or put on the chat so that we can see and Teacher Sam can help us, okay? Feel free.
Okay, guys, so here's one that I'd like you to give a go by yourselves. You've got two angles that you know, 25 and 18, and I'm asking you to find x. So have a try by yourselves. If you are feeling confident and if you're feeling brave, you can put your hand up and you can try and answer it. We're going to give everyone a chance to get an answer, and then we'll have a look at what you guys have gotten. You can also pop it in the chat. Remember, you don't have to raise your hand if you're not feeling 100% confident. You can put it in the chat as well, and we can have a look. Right, remember your reasons as well as you go through it, but you got it.
Okay, Nkulumo has already booked this one, guys. So this one is from Nkulumo. Let's see all the answers on the chat. I can see them. Guys, you are doing really good.
Remember those reasons. Guys, we've spoken about the fact that when you're doing geometry, putting those reasons in is so important. You don't want to lose marks because you haven't got a reason. So just remember to always put your reasons down when you're answering your geometry section or your geometry questions.
Hey, can we give Nkulumo now a chance to answer?
Awesome. Ready?
Cool. Nkulumo, we are all yours. Teachers.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
So first you say it's x plus 25 plus 18
Yeah.
is equal to 180.
Good.
And then your reason is sum of angles in a triangle.
Perfect. Well done.
And then you say x is equal to 180 minus 25 minus 18.
Good.
And then the answer is 137.
Good. Well done. Excellent.
Nkulumo.
Okay, guys.
Oh,
Well
so proud.
done. Excuse me. Right. That's awesome. Exactly. We use angles in a triangle. Remember your reasons? And we get 137. So well done, everyone.
Yeah. And everyone whose hands is still up to answer, please lower your hand. But if that hand is up to ask questions, you can put your hands up. They can remain there. So Aviwe, I will it's gone. So Teacher Sam, they have understood this question. Nice.
Awesome. Well done, guys. Okay, so we're going to have a look at one a little bit harder because you guys were really, really nailing this last week and you guys are getting it this week. Yeah, no, today. My brain is fried. So let's have a look at a third one and see if we can go and solve for x in this triangle. So I'm going to give you a minute or two to give it a try by yourselves. It's not that much harder because we know that if we add all of the angles up, we should get 180. We just have to bear in mind that there might be some like terms that we need to add together. So give it a try. Tell me if you can tell me if you know or can give the value for x. You can raise your hand or you can put it in the chat. But like I said, I'm going to give everyone a minute or two to give this a go and then we can have a look. Remember your reasons.
Woo, let's go, my people. I see some focusing like faces over there.
Well done,
Reuben,
guys.
I see Mugai that you're not are you here with us? So I'm gonna pick on you, hey Reuben. Reuben is like watching me and like, ma'am, please. Elise, did you give it a try? Give this question a try, my peps.
You got it, guys.
Yeah, let's go, my people.
Remember your reasons, remember your like terms. And remember, we know that if we add all the angles in a triangle, we should get 180.
Hey, you guys should see Nadia. Nadia is like, ma'am, I got this. Hey, Nadia. You guys are doing great.
Okay, guys, are we ready for an answer? Because it looks like we've got quite a few coming in. We've got lots of hands.
Yeah, I think this one will go to, let's see. Guys, remember, I'm just spreading the love, okay? So this one will go to Wangi. Wangi, let's go, teach us. There we go, Wangi.
Can I
Hi,
start?
Wangi.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, we can hear
Hello.
you.
Can I start?
Absolutely, go for it.
I said x plus 10 plus 70 plus x
Oh, sorry.
is
X plus 10. Keep going. I'll catch up.
plus 70 plus x is 180.
Good. And what's your reason?
Sum of angles in a triangle.
Perfect. Okay, keep going.
And I said x plus x is 2x.
Good.
And I said 180 minus 10 minus 70
Good. Excellent.
is 100.
Good.
And I divided 2 with
Good.
100 and I got
Well done.
50.
Excellent.
Oh, you nailed it, Wangi. Well done.
Sorry, it took me a second to catch up there, but that is 100% spot on. That is awesome. Well done. So guys, I don't want to say the trickier thing here, but what we needed to be mindful of is that we had 2 X's in our triangle. And so as Wangi said, when we add that up, we have like terms. So we get 2x. And so that then means later on, we have to remember all of those inverse operations and to remember to divide both sides by 2, because remember what I want is x. You can then, if you want to, go and substitute back into your triangle. So you would have 50 plus 10 for this angle, and then 50 for the other angle, and go and check that they all add up to 180, which they do. But you have found the value for x there. Nice, guys. Okay, so I saw some people asking for screenshots of question 2. So what I'll do is that, so you can take a screenshot of both if you need to.
Yes. Screenshots, my pips, and all these hands there. It's Yama, where to, are those hands up there to answer the question or to ask questions? So I'll count to 3. If it's to ask for questions, let them remain there. Oopsie, they are gone. Except where to. Whoop, it's gone now. Okay, it's just we understand.
Awesome. Okay, so guys, I'm going to ask you to just do a quick thumbs up or thumbs down in the chat, whether or not you're happy with some of angles in a triangle before we move on to our next one. So just give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, or you can do the reaction like Yolanda explained to you to do, how to do, sorry. And then we can have a look at our next reason. Awesome. Nice, guys. Well done. You are so honest.
They really understand this work, Teacher Sam. Look at those hands.
No, it's
Thumbs
awesome.
up. Oh, well done, my people. We are nailing this. I'm
And guys,
liking it.
And guys, if you aren't feeling 100%, that's okay. This all just comes with practice. So you just have to keep coming to lessons, keep practicing these sort of questions in your textbooks or in your workbooks or whatever you're using. But I'm really loving all the thumbs up. You guys are awesome. Okay, so that then means we can have a look at our next reason. So make sure you've got your screenshots if you need. You missed it out.
Before we move on, Toby Sing's hands up. Toby Singh, you have a question for us?
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
Ma'am, I wanted to ask, how can I watch the video that like maybe I didn't attend?
So it's all on Watobe's website. You can access them there.
Ma'am, you've sent me the link, ne? But when I open it, it shows me what like maybe to log in. Yes, like things like that. It doesn't show me videos.
So I think you do. No, yeah, Yolanda, maybe you can talk better to this.
Yeah, since Toby Singh, you just have to log in with your details, okay? I can also just help you on the chats, like privately message you. But basically, you log in and then you log in with your information of Watobe's information, okay? Once you're there, then you can check for our previous videos. But I can help you with that. Is that fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so we have Kia. Kia, is that it? Oh,
Oh.
disappear. So it means that we can move on to just have.
Awesome. Okay, guys, so we have learned about sum of angles in a triangle, the fact that when we add them up, we get 180 degrees. Okay, we're not taking a brain break just yet. We'll come back to it, don't you stress. So our second reason that we're going to have a look at today is exterior angles of a triangle. Okay, so to explain this, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pop back up to one of these questions that we've done here. So let's just look at question 2 for a second. Okay. What we've just established, or what we've just worked out in this question, was that this was equal to 137 degrees. Okay. So if I were to go and extend this side over here, hopefully we all agree that what I have done is I've created an angle over here. So I'm going to use a little dot to work that out. Okay. So I've created an angle by extending that side. And I know that I could use, and let me get a better color here. I could use angles on a straight line to work out what that pink dot is. Right, so already on the chat, I'm seeing some answers. We know that angles on a straight line add up to 180. And so exactly, awesome, well done, guys. This little pink dot angle is 43. Okay, so what I want you to go and have a look at is, or what I want you to go and test for me or try for me, is what answer do you get when you add 25 and 18? So what is 18 plus 25? And if we go and do that quickly in our heads on a calculator, we know that 18 degrees plus 25 degrees is 43. And we've actually just worked out that that exterior angle to that triangle is 43. Okay, and so exactly as Wangi has just said on the chat, if we add those two angles together, we're actually getting the angle outside the triangle. Okay, so this is actually the second reason that we're going to have a look at here. The fact that, and you don't have to take all of that stuff down, that was just me explaining it. We're going to do lots of examples. What we have established is that if we take the opposite interior angles and add them together, I should get the exterior angle. So just to make sure that we all understand what that means, in this case, this blue angle here is the exterior angle. Okay, it is outside the triangle. That's what exterior means. And when I say the two opposite interior angles, what I'm talking about are the two angles completely opposite the exterior angle. Now we know, or if we don't know, that's okay. This angle over here is the angle next to or adjacent to the exterior angle. I don't want to look at that angle. I always want to look at the opposite interior angles and add those ones up in order to get my exterior angle. And so that's why over here, I've got a statement saying to me that angle A is equal to angle B. Whoopsie daisies. Angle A is equal to angle B plus angle C. Okay, so when looking at or when using this, we know we always have to give a reason. And my reason here for working with an exterior angle of a triangle is exterior angle of triangle. So that will be the reason we pop into our brackets when we go and have a look at some questions. So again, I'm going to do the first one with you guys, and then we'll have a try of one by ourselves. Sorry, I know I'm bumping the screen. My legs are crissing and crossing. Let's have a look at an example together of how we use this reason. Okay, so here I've got a triangle. What I see, and guys, it's really important that the exterior angle is always created from an extension of one of the sides. So what I mean by that is I can't have a triangle like this and then all of a sudden think that is an exterior angle. It's not. It doesn't extend from one of my sides. Only if I had started to extend one side of my triangle do I create an exterior angle. Okay, so very importantly, it always has to be an extension of the exterior angle. And that's just in terms of looking at your diagram, making sure that we're working with the right thing. Okay, so an exterior angle of a triangle in this case is going to be angle X. So that's what I'm wanting to work out. It's outside the triangle, so it's exterior. And I know that to work out an exterior angle to a triangle, I add together the opposite interior angles. So what I need to do in this case is I need to add together 35 plus 20, and that will give me X. Okay, and we just learned our reason, exterior angle of triangle. We know that the angle outside the triangle is equal to the two angles inside added together. And as you guys have said on the chat, that then means that X is equal to 55 because 35 plus 20 is 55. If you wrote your answer the other way, 55 equals X, that is exactly the same thing. It doesn't matter. I just generally put my X first, but it is exactly the same thing. Okay, so guys, exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the opposite interior angles. Okay, so take your screenshots.
Yep, it's time to take your screenshots. And something that I've realized on the chat, my people. So don't panic. While other students are busy putting the answers on the chat, don't panic and say, oh, I don't know. Remember that this is all new work that Teacher Sam is trying to teach us. So you need to focus on what Teacher Sam is saying, okay? Because we are still learning about this exterior angle, okay? So there's no thing for you to panic, actually, okay? We can do this, my teams. I'm proud of you. Look at all of you. And shout out to Amila. I see Amila, you're inside the car. What a commitment. I'm so proud of you.
Alrighty. Okay, so guys, I'm assuming you've got screenshots. Let's have a look at, I'm gonna make another one here before we go on to this. Right, so let's say we've got a triangle like this. You can just number this whatever triangle you want. Sorry, my lines aren't very straight, but it's okay. And that's angle X. Guys, we've done one example. We're gonna do another one. So if you're feeling a bit confused, don't stress about it. We're gonna have a look at a few more. Okay, so let's say I've given you this triangle and I've told you this angle here is 30 and this angle up here is 85 degrees. Okay, and I'm asking you to work out angle X. I know this is not the most beautiful diagram in the world, but it's okay. We want to work out X. So I'm going to explain the whole concept of exterior angles again. This angle X is exterior or outside to the triangle. Now, what that means is that I can go and add together the opposite interior angles to get that angle X. Now, guys, the reason this works is because, let's say, for example, I had used angles in a triangle to find, let's call this angle Y. We know that Y plus 30 plus 85 must give me 180. So let's just write that down. Y plus 30 plus 85 must give me 180 degrees because of sum of angles in a triangle. Now that we know how to do because we've been doing lots of that. And so what we get there is that Y is equal to 180, minus 30 minus 85. So this is a concept that we know how to do. We've been doing it, nothing new there. And so we get that Y is equal to 65. Now, if I had given you that Y is equal to 65, you could very easily go work out X by using angles on a straight line, because you know that that blue angle should be 180. And so you know that X plus 65 must give me 180 degrees because of angles on a straight line. And then you know that to get X, you just say 180 minus 65. Oh, my handwriting tonight is not great. And that gives me 115. And so, yes, I've worked out X, but would you agree with me that this is a very long way of needing to go about it? So what we've done is we found a shortcut. We have seen that if I'm looking at the exterior angle to the triangle, so this one I've got in yellow over here, I can just add the opposite interior angles and get exactly the same answer as doing all of this other working out. So I don't need to do all of this working out. I can just use exterior angles of a triangle. And whilst it's not wrong to do everything that I've done here, we can make our lives so much easier. And so what we can do is, rather than say all of this, we can say, well, I know that X is equal to 85 plus 30. And that reason then is because of exterior angles of, a triangle. And all we do then is add them together to get our 115. So we get exactly the same answer, right? Nothing has changed yet, exactly the same answers. But look how much shorter my working out is. And so what we're sort of trying to see, or what we have been able to do, is see the relationship of an angle outside a triangle with the opposite interior ones. And so what we've got is our new reason, exterior angles of a triangle. And so we can shortcut this working out using that reason. So those of you that are confused or were a bit confused, hopefully this starts to make a bit more sense as we do more examples. That is sort of how we work out X, and also just an explanation of this reason again, in case we were still feeling a bit confused.
Oh, thank you so much, Teacher Sam. I think now guys should be clear, but I see some hands up. So I'm wondering if those hands are up there to ask questions. So if you have raised your hand by mistake, you can lower it down. But if you have a question, then I'm coming to you. Bayanda, is that hand up there to ask a question? Hi.
Hi, Miss.
Hi.
I wanted to ask for the first sum that you did. Can you please go back to it?
Okay.
Yes. In the beginning, I said x plus 35 plus 20 is then I said x is equal to 55.
Okay.
And
So
then Miss, when
yeah,
you
carry on.
wrote it out, you put your x at the end, and when I wrote it out, I put my x in the beginning.
Okay, so can I just double check? Did you write it like this? So x equals 35 plus 20.
No, Miss. I said x plus 35 plus 20.
Okay, so remember, we're not adding all of them together. What we're saying is that this exterior angle, so the angle outside the triangle, is equal to the two opposite interior angles added together. So that's what my statement needs to say. I'm not adding them together. I'm saying x is equal to the two of them added together.
Okay, Miss, I get you now. Thank you.
Awesome. Well done.
Okay, so I still see some hands, Tristan. We are all yours. Tristan, you can ask your question. You have to unmute on your side. You're gonna get like a little box that comes on your side that you need to click on it. So you can, there we go.
Miss,
Hi, Tristan.
I just wanted to ask, there by the how can I say now? The X, I also put the X in front, but not at the back. I just wanted to ask that, but I just put it on, let my hand down.
Okay, so did you write it like this blue block over here?
Yes, miss.
That's absolutely fine.
Okay, thank you.
Good. So guys, if you wrote x equals 35 plus 20, whereas I wrote 35 plus 20 equals x, that's absolutely fine. They mean the same thing. You're telling me that they're equal. So that's absolutely okay.
Yes, my pibs. And remember that if you still have more questions, you're allowed to put them on the chat so I can help Teacher 7 to answer you guys. Okay, where to? We are all yours, Lungile and Lita. If your questions can be put on the chat, we'll be very happy.
Guys, I'm just
Ma'am.
okay, sorry, wait to go ahead.
Ma'am, the question is, I'm getting confused. Does the positive sign turn into a negative sign?
So when we're doing inverse operations, yes. So when we're solving our equation, if we're going to start to move terms over an equal sign, then we do have to change the sign, yes.
Okay, ma'am, thank you.
Okay, good, well done.
Okay. Okay, my people, it looks like they want to talk to you. Just Lungile, you can shoot your question, go.
Ma'am,
Hi, Lungile.
ma'am, I just wanted to ask that why didn't you write angles on a straight line in the reason side?
So I've put it over here.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's my reason. Angles on a straight line.
Isn't it the triangle?
The exterior angle.
Ma'am,
Sorry?
the exterior angle.
So what I'm saying here is that you can do it two ways. And what we've done is we found a shortcut in that instead of doing this whole long working out here, like you've just said, I just use exterior angles of a triangle. So this block that I've got over here in red, that's what I would do. That's the shorter way of doing it. And it's exactly what you said, exterior angles of a triangle. So I would use exterior angles. Don't do all of this. That's wasting your time. It's right, but it's wasting time. If we have an exterior angle of a triangle, let's use it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Good, well done. Okay, guys. Right, really good questions. Well done. We're going to do more, so don't you stress. We are going to take a bit of a break. And guys, I see when you need a break. Don't you worry. I will always remember to take a break. So let's have a look. Whoops, it is.
Yeah,
At our
but people
break
were panicking and like,
I
Teacher
know.
Sam, it's 30 minutes already. My brain break.
Don't worry, guys. I need a break as much as you do, so don't you stress. So remember, for those of you that are new, a brain break is basically just exactly that. We take a bit of a break from what we're doing. We just give our brains a bit of a chance to refocus, regroup. I always put up like a little brain teaser thing. And as I'm looking at this, just so that we're not confused, these stars mean times. So I'm actually just going to draw over them. And so I always put something like this up. It's like a little brain teaser for you to go and have a try. If you don't do it, that's also absolutely fine, but make sure you get up, you stretch, move your body a little bit. If you need to run to the loo, you can do that. And then we carry on with the math. So I already see some answers coming through, which is awesome. I'm going to give everyone a chance to have a look, and then we can see what's happening.
Ruben, I hope that you're laughing because of the joke. Why is the obtuse triangle always upset? Because it is never right. Oh, it's so lame and funny. Guys, it's funny, okay? I'll just laugh with Ruben. It's okay. Wow, I see so many hands. Okay, let's start. Bunte, let's go.
Ready.
Hi, ma'am. I wanted to answer the first one. I think the apples equals to 7.
Okay, and how did you get 7? I agree with you, but how did you get
Oh,
it?
no, ma'am. I made a mistake. I mean, the apples equals to 4.
Okay, you've gone the other way. Your 7 was right.
Oh, okay. Sorry, ma'am. I meant that I said 28 divided by 4 and it gave me 7.
Exactly. And so that means that each of these apples is 7, because if I say 7 plus 7, I get 14, plus 7, I get 21, plus 7, I get 28. So that is exactly right. Our apple is 7. Oops, there we go. Nice. Guys, that is a pear. In case the orange thing is a pear, and then the other thing is a mushroom.
Yeah, because you guys are doing really good. Okay, Amaste, it's your turn.
Afternoon, ma'am.
Hi, Matle.
For number 2, I got 3 because 7 times 3 equals 21, and I just know that by general knowledge of
Good.
my multiplication table.
Good, well done. Excellent. Your times tables are better than mine, that's for sure. I'm not very good at times tables. Calculator is my best friend. Right, excellent.
Okay, so now I'm gonna give a chance to 53940. Please just on the chat, like if you can please put your name, like this I can change it to your name. Okay. This is a long number, but you can talk to us.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Sikuye.
Sikuye.
Sikuye, ma'am.
Sikuye. Okay, Sikuye.
Yes,
thank you.
Okay, ma'am, so I'm doing the third one. And so I said 3 times 8 minus 7 equals to 17. So when I said 3 times 8, I got 24 minus 7 equals to 17.
Good, well done. So our mushrooms are 8. Okay, so guys, exactly, our mushrooms are 8. Just to go over that again, 3 times 8 is 24, and then 24 minus 7 is 17. And remember, we always have to remember our order of operation. So the multiplication always needs to be happening first. And that's a little clue heading into getting your answer.
Okay, then Londiwe is gonna save the day. Londiwe, give us the final answer. Is Londiwe there? Okay, Londiwe disappeared for some reason. So, and I see Gazu also is not in the. Okay, Luma is your chance. Give us an answer. What's the answer?
Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
Hi.
Ma'am, I said 7 times 8 plus 3 minus 8.
Good. And what did you
Gave me
get? Is
51.
awesome. Good. So guys,
Okay.
remember that multiplication has to happen first. So 7 times 8 is 56. Then we can, oh, golly, Miss Molly. Then we can add our 3 and subtract our 8. So 56 plus 3 is 59, and 59 minus 8 is exactly 51. That was a very weird looking block. I do apologize. And so exactly, everyone coming through on the chat, well done. Our answer there is 51, and really important, order of operations. Well done, guys.
No, come on, Pebs. You guys did good. What a nice break, guys. I had a laugh at this joke. So whoever gets it, I'm sure you had a blast.
Okay, right. Let us get back into geometry. So still exterior angle of a triangle. We've got our next one coming up here. So just because I know that, again, as Yolanda said, this is still new, let's work through this one together and then we can have a look at another one. If you're happy to go by yourself, by all means do it. But for those of you who are still feeling a bit confused, let's do this one together. So we know we've got here 144 degrees, and that is an exterior angle to my triangle. It's outside my triangle. It's created by an extension of one of my sides. So I'm happy that this is an exterior angle. And because that's an exterior angle, I know that it's equal to the opposite angles added together. Now this is a bit different because one of my opposite angles is x, but that's okay because I know how to set up an equation. I've got x plus 78. So those two interior angles added together must equal 144. And that is because exterior angle of triangle. And so now once again, I've got an equation I can solve, and we know how to do this. This is what I was saying earlier. In terms of inverse operations, if you're going to try and solve for x and move something over the equal sign, you have to change the sign. So that's why it becomes minus 78. So 144 minus 78 is 66. And so we get that x is equal to 66 degrees. Now remember, you can always double check yourself. If you put 66 back in there and you add 66 and 78, we want to get back to 144. And we do get back to 144. So we know we've done it correctly. All right, so remember those reasons. Remember that the exterior angle to a triangle is equal to the opposite interior angles. And so we can set up an equation to go and solve.
Screenshot time, my Pebs. Let's take screenshots. Wangi and Ruben, I'm coming to you. I guess those are questions. Wangi, we are all yours.
Ma'am, is it okay if I worked it out with angles on a straight line?
So you did angles on a straight line and then sum of angles in a triangle?
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely, that's fine.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Ruben, we are all yours. Guys, remember, I told you that you are allowed also to put your questions on the chat, okay?
Hey, ma'am.
Hi, Ruben.
Ma'am, I was asking if can I please do the next question, ma'am?
Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's see
Ruben
what
is
happens.
like, even if I haven't seen the question, it's gonna be mine. Ruben, just hang in there, okay? Okay, so Tristan, we are on you. Tristan, do you have a question?
Must
Yeah.
by me, it's not just 66. By me, it's negative 66.
Have you set up your equation the same way as I have over here?
Yes, miss. I put x in front of. I said x plus 78. My is equal to 144. Then I said x equals 144 minus 78. Then I used the calculator, and so x equals to negative 66.
Okay, just double check your calculator. Just type in again 144 minus 78.
Oh, sorry, Miss. Sorry.
You
did
just
put
swap
I
them
did put-
around. Don't
Yeah,
stress.
yes, Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, Nompumelelo, we are all yours.
Okay, guys, what I'm gonna do is I'll just let you chat now. For those of you who are feeling a little bit more confident, have a look at 3. I'm gonna leave 2 up and I'm gonna have a listen to questions and then give a try of 3 if you're happy to carry on. Okay, Nompumelelo, I'm listening.
Ma'am, I want to ask, how did you get the 66? If
So that-
I know you subtracted 144 with 78 degrees, and then what my teacher told us is to do is that we actually do another way to explain this. So we first subtract, no, add, then subtract, but I still get 66.
Okay, so I think if I'm following you, what your teacher is then saying is that what you would essentially have to do here is subtract 78 basically on both sides so that you're keeping it equal. Is that
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Absolutely.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
fine. That's absolutely 100% correct. Well done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so Azu, I'm on your case, man. What's the question?
Hello?
Hi, Gazu.
Hello, ma'am. I'm sorry about ma'am. I came here just now, so I don't know. I don't understand this. I still don't
Okay,
understand this.
So if you joined late, what I would suggest you do is go and watch the video tomorrow when it's uploaded on Watobe's website so that you can see everything that we've done.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
No stress, Gazu. You'll be fine. After 24 hours, you'll access this lesson and you will definitely catch up, okay? Wangi.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
Should I work out X and Y?
For number 3, yes.
Okay. So I said
Wangi,
Sorry,
we just
Sorry, Wangi. Can you just hang in there? I'm gonna mute you, but don't lower your hand, okay? What I need to ask
Okay.
is that if Tumelo has a question, okay? I'm just gonna mute you and I'm gonna unmute you now.
Okay.
So Tumelo, I hope that's a question. Is it?
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, Camilo.
I wanted to answer number 3.
Okay, Tumelo. You'll have the next one, okay, Tumelo? So next time. Guys, if any one of you just wants to answer, we already have Wangi to answer number 3, okay? So please
And
put your
Ruben wanted to answer.
I'm gonna try I don't, now I'm confused. I don't know whether these questions, these hands that are coming up is for questions or is to answer. If your hand is to answer and you're not Wangi, please put your hand down, lower your hand down, please. Like this, I don't get confused. Okay. Thank you, my people. Thank you. So I guess Candice wants to ask a question. Candice, what's your question?
Candice, you need to just unmute yourself on your side.
Okay, Candice disappeared. Okay, Wangi, we are all yours. If Teacher Sam gives us the permission.
Ready.
Okay, so ma'am, I said 70 plus 40 plus X is 180.
Yeah.
Sum of angles in a triangle.
Good.
And then I said 180 minus 70 minus 40 is 70 and X is 70.
Okay, let me catch up here. I'm getting there. So X is 70. Excellent. Where's Ruben?
And then
does Ruben want to do Y? Because I know he said he wanted to answer the next one. Or Wangi, are we carrying on?
Wangi, it's just that we're spreading the love, okay? We've talked
Okay,
to
ma'am.
you and we're so happy we heard your voice. So well done. We're spreading the love. Where's Teacher Sam? What was the name again?
Ruben.
Ruben, where are you? If you can raise your hand, Ruben, then you can answer this one. There we go. Ruben, we are all yours.
Can you tell
Ma'am,
us what Y is?
yes, ma'am.
Awesome.
Ma'am, at Y, ma'am, I say 70 plus 40.
Okay, so Y is equal to 70 plus 40.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. And what's your reason?
Sum of, wait, no, exterior angles, ma'am.
Good, well done. Exterior angle. And so what is Y equal to?
Y equals to 110.
Perfect, well done.
Well done, Ruby. Hey,
Okay.
screenshot time.
Yeah, guys, take your screenshots, have a look. Excuse me. So and like what's quite nice with geometry is there's often different ways that you can answer the same value. So you guys might have done something slightly different for Y. You could have used angles on a straight line. So if yours look a little bit different, that's okay. There are different ways to do it. But as long as you've got X is 70 and Y is 110, and you've put all your reasons down, that's absolutely fine. So in this case, we found X using sum of angles in a triangle, and then Y using exterior angles of a triangle. And like I say, there are different ways to do it. So however you've done it, as long as you've got the correct reasons, you will be absolutely fine.
Okay, still screenshot time. And all those hands that are up there, my beautiful people, if it's to answer the question, as you have seen, it's already answered. You can lower your hand down. But it's to ask the question, you're allowed to put your hand up. Okay, let's go. I'll count to 3. Everyone who have their hand up and it was to answer, lower it down because the question has already been answered. If it's to ask a question, I'm coming to you. So Precious, I'm coming to you now. We are all yours. Precious, are you there? Hey guys, Precious is still going on a journey. Nompumelelo, is that a question? Do you have a question?
Yes.
Okay.
But I think, is it fine if I wrote interior angles of a triangle?
Absolutely, that's fine.
Thank you, ma'am.
Pleasure.
Okay, Banele. We are coming to you, Banele.
Hi, Banele.
Banele, you can also put your question on the chat, okay? We will see it. Precious, I'm coming back to you. Do you have any questions? Precious, my English.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes, ma'am. I wanted to ask, so like on question 2, the first, like I said, X equals 70 plus 40 equals 180 degrees. So like, is it fine or it's wrong?
Say that again for me, sorry. X equals?
70 plus 40, 70 degrees plus 40 degrees equals to 180.
X equals 70 plus.
I think that's question 3, Teacher Sam.
Yeah, okay,
Yes,
I'm on. Yeah, sorry, I thought you said question 2. So be careful. X isn't equal to 70 plus 40, but if you said that X is equal to 180 minus 70 plus 40 or minus 70 minus 40, that's okay. So if you've put this step as your first step, that's fine. But X isn't equal to those two added together. It's all 3 of them added together that give me 180.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Okay, my people have put the quiz on the charts, all the best. I see that we still have some hands up. Lisa Kanya, I don't know teachers there because we're running late to the other class.
Should
Lisa,
I?
we are all yours.
Okay.
Okay, Lisa doesn't want to talk to us at this moment. Amukelo. Oh, Lisa's here.
Oh,
Hi,
sorry,
ma'am.
ma'am. Hi,
Hi, Lisa.
hi, ma'am. I wanted to make sure I made these two methods, ma'am. You see, if you add those together, like in number 3, 70 plus 40, you still get 110.
Yeah.
Even the first one, I did the same thing. I still got the same answer. And then the reason it's exterior angles of triangle. Is it also fine like that, or you're going to lose marks?
No, that's absolutely fine. Like I say, there's lots of different ways that you can answer the question and they're all still right. So that's fine as well.